What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Visionary Mindset podcast. This is episode 2, The Heart of Waking Up Early. My name is Bruno, and I'm here with my man Vasco, and let's get right into it.
Hello, everyone. And I would like to start this episode with another quote, this one from Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think everyone knows who he is. And the quote is, "We have 24 hours and we only sleep for 6 hours. So 18 hours remain. Yeah, sure, some people say they need to sleep 8 hours. For them, I have only one message: sleep faster." This is an interesting one because we see every day everyone tells us to sleep less, to do more, but it's hard to wake up early. When the alarm clock goes off and the pillow is so comfortable, when it's cold outside and we need to get up to do something, that's the hard part of it. Bruno, what do you do to wake up early if you need to?
Man, over the years, I found my ways. Obviously, I'm not gonna lie, 2 years ago, I started waking up early. I started to incorporate a routine on my life 2 years ago. I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning it was really difficult, wake up early on the other day. I couldn't just go from 0 to 100 really quickly. It is possible, you can do that, but there are people that actually need to take their time to adapt, and if they really want it, and if they really want to achieve that and really wake up early, they will do it, but some people take their time, which is totally fine. And yeah, I was one of them. I took my time. I think, yeah, I found plenty of ways to do that. Even today, there was one time I just woke up, yeah, and then I closed my eyes and I said, well, if you're gonna be on this bed, well, then you're not gonna achieve anything, because while you're sleeping, another person is working for your dream. So that person is gonna have your dream instead of you, and then you're just gonna be worthless, and you're just gonna think, well, then I regret so many things, and I don't want to have that feeling of regret on my chest, just waking me up and not letting me sleep.
Absolutely, Bruno. I agree with you. And that's an important thing. The day is never stopping. There's people that actually are on other time zones working for the same thing that you are. And you need to do the most that you can in your day. If you have 18 hours and someone sleeps three more than you, they only have 15, so they have less time to go ahead and work for their dreams. And that's an important point. But I felt that when I started sleeping 6 hours a day, and I think you felt it too. You feel really tired at the beginning, the first few days, you know. Even if you drink coffee or you are doing something important, you feel really tired and you need to get energized. So, what do you think can help you get energized?
Before, I used to read a lot of things on the internet about diet and nutrition and everything. And one thing that I used to constantly read was that a bottle of oats before bed, like 1 hour or 2 hours, will actually make you wake up really energized, because I think that it will function, like those oats will function as a storage. So when you wake up, you feel energized. You can go for a run, and you don't feel that tired as you would feel if you didn't add the oats. But yeah, I think that also you gotta pump yourself. You gotta pump yourself a little bit. You just gotta say, obviously you don't need to be as crazy as I am, but sometimes I do pump myself up, and I do and the way I pump myself up is I'll get angry at myself. I'll literally get angry at myself, because I know that I can't go soft. I can't remain soft the whole morning, because then it will just progress through the day. I need to get angry to go to the gym, and just pump up myself and be ready to lift all those weights and be ready to start the day big and strong, so I can keep up with the rest of the day, so I can do the other things as well in a strong and positive vibe, and feeling those emotions, rushing through your veins, the adrenaline, everything. You need that to face the day.
Bruno, let me tell you, you are a crazy one for sure. I'll tell you what I do. I put my cell phone far away from my bed and I put on the worst alarm clock ever. It's like screaming at everyone, and I'll be like, damn, everyone's waking up in my house. I need to make it stop because I'll get kicked off. So I just get up, go to the alarm clock, take it off. I get my headphones, I put them in, and I put the best song I can find for motivation, and I just get on with it. I'm not
Yeah.
staying there going through social media and everything like that in the morning, because if you do that, you're going to stay in bed. You're going to fall asleep again for sure. You need to get up, get strong, get something to drink, like 1 or 2 cups of water, and just get to the gym, get to working or something like that. Don't stay in the bed. I think that's the most important thing you can't do in the morning when you wake up early.
Yeah, I totally understand, man. I totally understand. And like, I think that the first thing you surround yourself when you wake up, I think it's gonna be the main thing you're gonna think about through the day. So don't just it's like Vasco said, don't put yourself on social media, because then you probably will think about social media more than you will actually think about other things, or you will have the temptation to go through more social media than to actually work on what matters, you know? So, wake up, do what works for you to wake up early, do your tricks, manage your mind, everything. If you want, just put a nice motivation video, just to start off the day, because today everything we have access to so many stuff. It's just stupid of us to not take advantage and use those things to our benefit, because most things I think we can really use them to our advantage and to our benefit. Log on YouTube, go on YouTube and put a motivational speaker talking, or put a motivational video about the gym, or put a motivational video about studying and taking lessons, and just working on our dreams.
That's it, Bruno. And if people want, they can also listen to our podcast. It's amazing. I would like to now add something more scientific, I would guess. There's people that need to sleep 4 hours a day. That's the thing. There are people who need to sleep 4 hours. There are people who need to sleep five and everything like that. But those are superhumans. And if you're not one of those, you need to train your mind to sleep less. And that's possible. You can easily sleep 6 hours a day if you maintain a consistent schedule. If not, it will get harder. Because if you wake up today at 6 a.m. and tomorrow at 9 a.m., it will mess up your brain and you cannot keep it up for a long time, because you're always changing your schedule. Stick to one and keep doing it. In a few weeks, because the first weeks are the harder ones, you will be able to do it with no problem. Believe me, and I've done it and it works.
Yeah, man, of course. Like, the more we surround ourselves with positive vibes and positive energy, the more we are successful, and especially waking up early. I think most people don't realize this, but waking up early is a huge, huge, huge step for success, because time is so valuable. You do not afford the chance to lose time, please, because time allows you to plan an organized routine, and like, it gives you the possibility of, like, be one step in front of the others. Like I said in the beginning, while you're asleep, somebody else is working for your dream, to get the money that you want, the luxury life that you want, to flex on things that you would like to flex. Having a Lamborghini, and you're driving the bus. He has a mansion, and you sleep on an apartment. You go to your local beach, and he goes to Miami on the beach. These type of things that you want, you cannot afford to sleep more than 8 hours a day. The average millionaire wakes up at 4 a.m. All right, they wake up at 4 a.m. I can give you an example. I can give you even more an extreme example. I can give you Mark Wahlberg. That guy is a beast, fam. That guy wakes up at 2:30. He goes to bed at 7:30 in the evening, of course. It's a complete madness, but still he does it, and he still has time for his kids, and he has time for his stuff. He has time for praying as well. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing to see. So just don't tell yourself that it's not possible. It is possible. If you're up to the challenge, if you're willing to do whatever it takes to do it, oh, believe me, you will do it. If your life depends on it, well then, oh, believe me, you will do it. Believe me when I tell you that you will do it, if your life depends on it. And when you go to bed, do not go to bed until you finished every goddamn thing you have to do. Don't you dare go to bed until you finished every goddamn thing you have to do. Just because you're tired doesn't mean you're done. Unless you're done, unless you have finished every objective that you need to do on the day, well, that's good. If you finished every objective that you need to do, good. But if you don't, I don't care. Go do it. Don't leave it for tomorrow, because the other objectives that you have for tomorrow, then now you have another one that came in because you were too tired to finish it. You gotta work, man. You gotta work. You gotta grind hard. It's really hard. And when we talk about sacrifices, waking up early, it's a sacrifice. You know, you love to sleep. It's like we all love to sleep. I love to sleep. You know, I love to sleep. But I also know that sleep won't give me the life that I want, won't give me the dreams that I want. And then, you know, let's say you wake up at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Your mind is like, you wake up and the little voices in your mind, your alter ego, whatever, is saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't fit in, you can't do this, you can't be part of the 1% that wakes up early and goes on to dreams. No, 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 no. Close your eyes and just get up. And when you're up, you look to your bed and you say, well, then I'm up. What's the point of me just going back to bed? And then you go and you dress and you dress up and you go for a run, you go to the gym, you study. I don't know. You do something to improve your life and you do something to be better for yourself, not to prove to others, for yourself. That's what matters. That's what will always matter, yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, well, then what's the point? Yourself matters first, always. Yourself always is first place, always in first place. And waking up early is part of that. Is part of that. Like I said, waking up early is a huge sacrifice, but it's a huge, huge step for greatness. A huge step.
Bruno, I for sure agree with you. And I would like to add something. You know why the most successful people go to bed early in the evenings? Because when the sun goes down, no one does anything productive. If you have things to do or lots of things to do after the sun goes down, it's because you haven't done them during the day. And that's the problem. You wake up early before everyone else, you start doing your stuff, you go throughout the day. When you are in the evening, you have everything completed. You can go to your home, you can go to the gym and work out. You can go talk to friends or something like that. Because you have done everything you have to do 5 or 6 hours before everyone else. Because you're a beast. You are working the entire day. You don't care if you slept 4 hours. You are ahead of everyone else. That matters. They slept 8, of course. That's fine. They have beautiful skin. You have money in your pockets. That's more important. And you keep doing that until you succeed. Because if you stay in your bed, you're not going to succeed. The probabilities of it are really low. And if you do, congratulations, you don't deserve it. If you want greatness, work for it. It doesn't come cheap, but it works. And you will be happy one day. And if you fall in love with the process of getting somewhere higher, it will be so amazing. Because you'll be every day doing it, grinding it. No one will understand what you are doing. And that doesn't matter. Because you are not the same as them, you are different. You are not a robot. You are not a goon for society. You are doing something meaningful for you and for those you love. You are grinding life out. It's like a video game. If you play more hours, you'll get better. That's just about it. That's life. Just keep doing it harder and longer than everyone else, and smarter, of course, and you'll get where you want sooner than you expected. And if you find more adversities than good things, sometimes that happens, it's because the reward later is going to be even greater than you expect it to be. You have to rise and find a way through your mind to get to where you want when you want it, because you own your mind, not the other way around.
That's the basics philosophy of being a warrior, you know? That's what a warrior is all about, you know, like fighting our mind, not just in waking up early. And now we're just clearing ourselves a little bit out of the topic. But, you know, fighting hurts. Like fighting hurts a lot. The constant pressure that you feel fighting your mind day in and day out. You don't even have a rest day. This is not like physical pain where you go to the gym and you have this Sunday as a real rest day. No, 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 no. When you have mental problems, fam, you don't. There's no such thing as a rest day. It's every day a war. It's every day a war. That's why I always say mental problems are always worse than physical problems, but way, way worse, like 10 times worse. So fighting hurts, fighting our mind hurts, you know? And like we constantly ask these questions to ourselves, and that's why most people don't actually fight their problems, is these questions. Was I born to be weak? Was I born to be strong? Where do I stand in between those questions? Am I in the middle of it? Am I in the weak side? Am I in the strong side? I don't know. And what I realized over these 2 years is that the only result you'll know is if you take action and you take the risk and you take the chance. Because if you don't take the chance, nobody will do it for you. And if nobody does it for you, then you'll never know. And if you never know, well, then you'll just continue to be the same average person that has the same things. And one thing that I can tell you is, if you do what others don't, you will get further. But more importantly, you will have what others don't. Because let's say that this thing of you waking up early now is the beginning of a new era for you, you know? You were something that you regret being in the past and you want to be something better in the future. And for you, waking up early is a new beginning, you know? To have more time on your day to try and reach new objectives. That can be used as motivation, you know? The thing is, we got to realize, and you got to realize as well, motivation is useless, right? Motivation is useless. Because motivation is not always there for you. You don't always feel motivated. And waking up early is one of the best examples that I can give you. When you wake up early, what do you feel? Do you feel motivated for the day? Most times? Or do you just feel like, oh, I want to sleep in and I want to sleep? No, you don't feel. Let's say you feel motivated to sleep. Well, then, yeah, but that's not the right motivation. But if you just try, I'll give you a challenge. For a week, try to wake up at 6, at 7, or at 8. Depending on what your routine is, and depending on what you need to do through the day to reach your objectives and the time you need to go to bed. Because believe me, you don't need to wake up at 4, at 6, or at 7. You need to wake up at the time you most feel likely to. If you have, depending on the amount of small objectives you want to achieve throughout the day, you know, because what's the point of you waking up at 4, finishing your objectives at midday or 2, and then not having anything else to do, or not having anything else to achieve? You're just going to be bored, you know, and you will have nothing else to do, or maybe you will have, but nothing productive. And what we want is, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, you'll be productive and not focus on other things like social media and just being on your phone constantly. Things that will push you away from the real work, what really matters, which is your dreams being achieved.
For sure, Bruno. I think that's the most important message that we need to pass through everyone. It's, you need to work in your dreams, and don't be a sheep for society. Don't be like everyone else. Be different.
Like we said, you can't expect to have everything if you're average. And being average is being the sheep of the society. That's being average. That's a good definition for an average person, being the sheep of the society. Being a common person. If you wanna have what you want in the future, that luxury life, you gotta be uncommon. You gotta be abnormal. Because life is full of normal people. This world is full of normal people. They wake up at this time and they already know they're going to work. Most of them are not even happy because they don't do what they love. If you don't want to be one of those people, well then, wake up early, go to bed late. Wake up early, go to bed late. Wake up early, go to bed late. Consistency is key. You can't just wake up at 9 and the other day you wake up at 12, and the other day wake up at 6, and then you wake up at 11. No. You have this routine, you stick to this routine. 9, you wake up at 9, you wake up at 9 the other day, you go to bed at, let's say 10 or 11, always. And if you have a free time on your day, well then use that free time for whatever you want, to rest. But when it's actually time to do the damn work, well, you're gonna do the damn work because you have no excuses. No excuses.
And guys, this wraps up our second ever episode of the Visionary Mindset podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I think it was better than the first one, especially the audio quality. And guys, stick with us. The next episode will come sooner than you expect. And keep hustling, guys.
You're damn right. Keep hustling, my guys.